Got it. Yeah, we might. Yeah, they have like a whole like jousting tournament at the Renaissance Fair. Welcome everybody to this episode of the Waiting Queue podcast. We just caught us in the middle of talking about stuff. Not with our pants down though. This time.
How do you know? You can't see them.
That's just what I'm telling them. So
yeah, but maybe we do have our pants down. Maybe you're telling them to.
I regularly lie to our audience.
And I'm just here to try to keep them from lying. Wow, what a day. Today is Sunday, and you're getting this on
Monday. Typically.
Yeah, this is a normal episode.
Yeah, normal episode.
A bunch of stuff is coming out lately. I think just like a bunch of cool stuff for like games and stuff. I think it's that time of the season, right? We're getting around Game of the Year.
Gaming season's kind of the winter part where everyone stays inside, which already in the summer, the gamers are staying inside.
Sure. But I feel that we're getting a lot of information about games that were supposed to come out this year that have been pushed on in the next year. And a bunch of new games getting announced.
We bought Call of Duty. Connor did a huge rant before the show of the Call of Duty because he bought it too, and
I'm not gonna get into it on the show. Sorry.
A lot of racial slurs.
No, not true. More, I was mad that people think it's okay to just say them on there. But anyways,
yeah, I pretty much mute everybody when I get in.
I don't, because I like to hear it. I just turn it way down. That's another thing. $70, and the audio for that game is like you're inside a sheet metal factory in a tornado, dude. It's so loud. But I will just say this right now, and we will drop the Call of Duty talk, okay? Because I will go on this whole episode about it, and there's a game I want to bring up. I think you know what game. Not Diablo 4.
A Fusion Frenzy?
I'm super excited for that, though. Yeah, Fusion Frenzy, DBZ, Mega 2. Game.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for that one.
Yeah, that's going to be a banger. But anyways, the Call of Duty thing, real quick. I'm just going to say it right now. Not worth $70. Bugged to hell. And it's a AAA title. And it's shit. And the game's garbage. And the gameplay loop is boring, just like all the other ones. And I do not think it's worth $70. I think I already stated that. And I think, who made this one? Infinity Ward?
Yeah.
Infinity Ward and Treyarch and Activision are spitting in the faces of fans. That's all I'm going to say.
All right, we'll leave it at that.
This is the last call. And I'm writing, this is for real. I've said this before. And I haven't bought every Call of Duty, so it still stands up. I am never buying another Call of Duty. I am sticking by it because
you want me to help you stick by it? I won't try to really convince you to play Call of Duty.
You didn't convince me to buy this one.
No.
You didn't convince me to buy this one.
I think
you tried to convince me to. You did try to convince me to play the last one though, and Warzone. You would try to get me to get on Warzone.
Yeah.
And I stuck by my thing. I boycotted Warzone, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
I boycotted that shit. And I'm still I'm not playing Warzone 2. I'm boycotting Warzone. Because I think Warzone is half the reason Call of Duty is shit nowadays. Because they're focusing on it, which is fine. But they're splitting the teams. I don't want to rant about Call of Duty. I want to rant about it. But goddamn, it makes me so fucking angry, dude. It makes me so fucking mad. Just last thing.
You keep...
I'm never buying another Call of Duty.
You've already said that.
You guys could all buy it and never play another game again. I'll find other friends to play video games with because I'm never doing it again. Done. This is the last dime they get from me, except for when Season 1 Battle Pass comes out and I buy the Battle Pass. Because I'm still playing it.
Yeah, you're playing this Call of Duty.
I want to try the DBZ zone. I want to try my $70 content that I purchased 2 weeks in advance, I guess. Because I guess it comes out in Season 1. I didn't get it when I bought the game. So once I try all my $70 content, then I'll make my true decision, and I'll come back to tell you what aspects of the games I don't like. Right now, multiplayer, gunsmith, shit, garbage, trash. Anybody who defends it, you're wrong. Okay.
You find out next time, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was Call of Duty.
Derek, how you like it though? You're having a good time.
I think it's all right.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything.
Nothing crazy.
There's nothing crazy to it. I don't see the problem so much with. I'm not saying.
No, I know.
I'm not saying
you're not
right.
counter. This is your opinion.
Me personally, though, just the way that I'm gonna play the game, I'm trying to unlock all the skins. So the whole like leveling up a weapon, but you have to use certain guns to unlock certain weapons. So it forces you to play instead of just leveling.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't really bother me that much, just because I know I'm gonna go through.
Sure,
and play.
you're gonna play them all anyways.
But yeah, in the casual sense of like people that just want to get on to like play the game and you find the gun that they want to use the most, terrible.
Yeah,
awful
bad.
idea.
Yeah.
Bad. Wrong. Losers.
I mean, cool concept, just done incorrectly, which we see in video games all the time. I mean, that comes with testing games, and they don't test games.
They just tried something new.
Yeah.
It didn't work. They should give up and put the Call of Duty title away.
Yeah, put the genre away and make a new IP. All right. We're going to dodge that storm because boy, there is a game though.
And we are not sponsored by Call of Duty whatsoever either.
I would never take that sponsor.
Yeah,
Because then Treyarch and Activision would pay me to lie to them like they pay all the other YouTubers.
But what if they offered you $60? Not even enough to pay for the whole game, just $60.
Give me that contract. I'm signing. No, I don't want to be paid by them to lie about the game because I don't feel like a lot of other YouTubers are very genuine about their actual opinions on the game.
I think the only game that we would sell out to is probably like Animal Crossing or The Sims or something like that.
Oh, I would sell out to Sims in a heartbeat. If like for whatever reason EA was like, "Hey guys, want to sponsor the new Sims 8060?" It's like way in the future, and they like it's just cats because like cats they took over the planet
Naturally.
and they wanted us to sponsor. Oh, I'd do it in a heartbeat. It's actually just Stray too. So,
what do you think is winning game of the year? God of War, Ragnarok, Elden Ring, or Stray 2? It was crazy. You know, we did a poll on what do you think is winning the game of the year, and God of War, as the time of recording this, is not out. And majority of people voted for God of War Ragnarok.
yeah,
like you haven't even played the game.
Hang on a sec. I didn't even think about that. The game don't even come out till Friday.
Oh, what? It's got a track record of winning game of the year constantly? Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
whatever.
So did Call of Duty.
So did Call of Duty.
So, I mean, look what we're at now. We're at a cesspool. Now, I do not think Ragnarok is going to be
bad.
I don't think it's going to be bad at all. I think it's going to be fantastic, and I think every aspect of the game is probably going to be fucking awesome. However, in a legitimate state, if you put those three games together, I've played two of them. I have not played Ragnarok. It's not out, and nor will I be able to because they're stupid and they still do exclusives. However, man, it's really gonna suck for you guys when Starfield comes out. Just saying.
Go on. What were we gonna say? Because I have something that I want to say, kind of about the game of the year.
Out of those, I'm gonna do a legitimate, not the meme that Stray's gonna win it, because obviously Stray's gonna win it. But like, it's Elden Ring. I mean, I think you're not even playing Ragnarok.
Well, and you're running into the part of the people are going to be more excited about the new, because Elden Ring's been out for a while, so it's kind of died. The excitement for it's died down.
Oh, it's definitely died off.
Now, like that, God of War is like brand new. People are more excited about it. I mean, yeah.
I mean, I'm excited to see it. I want to play it, but I can't. So,
here's what I think about the game of the year. I don't think
it doesn't really matter to be honest.
It doesn't matter. But I don't really care for a game of the year when they can vote on games that are exclusives. So like let's say a movie comes out and they're like doing a movie of the year, but only half of let's say like only half the west side of the country is the only ones that are legally allowed to watch that movie, and they're the only ones. And then that movie gets voted movie of the year. It's like, well, not everyone saw it. Not everyone can experience it. Not everyone can. I think
that makes sense.
I think for a video game to be game of the year, it needs to be accessible to pretty much everyone.
Sure.
At least majority, maybe. But I think
it won't be accessible for everybody. But yes, I agree. It should definitely be like I shouldn't be like, well, I'm not going to be able to give you a good review on Ragnarok because I'm not playing it. Because when I base my review, my personal review, I have to play the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not gonna like review it because a majority of the YouTubers or Twitch streamers I don't like it or like it, so I'm immediately gonna be like, oh, it's great.
Mm-hmm.
That's not true, because there's been plenty of games that like other people like that I'm just like, it's just not good. So I don't think that's gonna be one of them, but we've been stabbed in the back before
several times.
So, but there's just no way it stands up to Elden Ring. It's so like that game alone was so game changing, I think, for open world games as a whole and the exploration of open world games. And I don't think people realize that. Like, they're like, it's just another open world game. It's not, though. It legitimately throws you in with like nothing. And it's like, and there's plenty of other games. You missed that, didn't you?
There was still a lot of liquid in that too, so it like spewed all over.
Do you get what I'm saying though?
Yeah.
Like, open world Assassin's Creed. Let's use Assassin's Creed as a thing. You jump in and it's like, okay, I'm kind of on a rail system, but I can explore this city. But the city's very dense and it's very small, and it's kind of just like rehashed shit everywhere, replaced over and over. And all the NPCs are the same and everything's the same. Elden Ring, it was like you jump in, you have this main land, and when you start exploring it, you're like, oh, wow, this is pretty big. And then like a couple hours later, you're like, holy cow, this is really big. And then you're like a couple more hours in, you're like, oh my God, this is gigantic. I mean, the game was massive. I think bigger than any open world game I've ever, bigger than Skyrim, tenfolds. Like, it was so big. I don't even think I've explored all the map. I haven't beaten it, by the way. And then you go under the ground, and there's a whole nother world there that they don't even tell you about. So, like, the first time you encounter that, you're, like, going down this massively long elevator, and then when you come out of this elevator, you're in this, like, it feels like a totally different dimension in game. And you're like, what in the world? Like, this is insane that this is here. I just don't think Ragnarok stands up to that. I think it does stand up to it, but I don't think it wins. The gameplay of Elden Ring is just fantastic, better than any of the other Souls games put together. The bosses were fantastic. The fact that like it puts you next to probably one of the hardest zones right off the fucking bat, and it's like, you might go over there. Like, we don't care. And then you realize that you're actually supposed to like travel around and come like at almost like a circle, and it's like, I don't know. I just don't think it. And another thing is, I haven't seen Ragnarok enough to.
Well, Connor, let me ask you this: have you beaten Elden Ring?
No. I've seen the ending though.
Yeah, I've seen the ending too.
Like I've seen the last boss. I've seen I haven't seen everything, but I've put like, I think on Steam I have like 400 hours in it. I mean, I put a lot of time in that game, and I haven't even explored. I think I've killed like 4 of the main bosses.
Are there titties in that game?
I'm sure there's tits in it.
I think that helps qualify for Game of the Year.
Yeah. I didn't beat Stray either, though. But I'll be real with you. The reason I didn't beat Stray is just it was kind of boring for me. I think it would have been a good Let's Play game,
mm-hmm.
but it's not a good solo game.
I watched Let's Players play it, so I kind of know the whole thing.
Is the ending good?
It's all right. It's kind of I guess it's kind of what I expected a little bit.
I have like a theory of what I think is going on, but I don't think it's right. Don't tell me on the...
There's not really any... I think it's a good cat game. Like
It's a good game to it's a good couch game. It's a good game to sit on the couch with like a significant other or a family member and just kind of like, or a friend, and just kind of,
I'll tell you too,
enjoy the aspect of the game.
It's also
it's a beautiful game.
It's a good game to play through the campaign once just to beat it, and then like go back and try and find all the like missing secrets, because like the robot that you have, like he kind of he's like the brain of a scientist of one of the humans, and like you find a bunch of his memories, and you can kind of figure out what happened to humanity, because the game makes you think that it's one reason, but it's actually another reason. So
the cats did it. You're gonna have to. I might have to watch like a video after this to see. But yeah, I never finished it.
Well, I was watching the Let's Play, but then I also I looked up the lore, because like the world kind of has you questioning on like, man, what did happen? So I looked it up.
Do you ever get to the top of the wall?
I can't tell you that.
You ever go up the elevator?
I can't tell you that. I won't spoil anything for you. I don't care for my.
There's nothing up there, is there?
I can't tell you that.
It's all gone. It's all gone. It's probably like decimated or something. Huh?
Well, you start out on top of the wall. That's where the cat fell.
Yeah.
To start the game.
Like I said, the cats took over.
You have to find out.
It's just a massive city of nothing but cats. It's like the Love, Death, Robots.
Mm-hmm.
More like the cats.
It really is, because there's robots and then there's just cats.
That's it. Cats are aliens. Anyways, so you know why I know they're aliens? Let's get into some conspiracies. Egyptians.
They knew it all along.
They knew it all along. They were praising them things, man. They had people with cat heads and shit. The Sphinxes? Those are cats with human heads. But
are you pronouncing that right?
Yeah, Sphinx.
I thought it was sphincter.
No. That's something different.
Okay.
That's a dirty thing.
Gotcha.
That's like, a sphincter is like the inside of like the toilet where the stuff goes down. That's what a sphincter is.
Okay.
Not a sphinx is a cat with a human head.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sometimes
At my conspiracy theory meetings, now I might make a little bit more sense. I get a lot of weird looks.
They're like, bro, that's a toilet.
Bro, have you not seen the sphincter?
What if... I'm just going to leave it at that. Anyways, so... The game of the year for me is Elden Ring. What's yours?
I haven't played like any of them.
Yeah, you haven't played any. You've seen me play Elden Ring, though.
Yeah, Elden Ring
and
looks...
You watched
I think Elden Ring looks great for game of the year. I think the hype's just died down for it, and that's why Ragnarok's kind of getting its flowers more so than the Elden Ring. But at the same time, who really gives a shit about game of the year?
Fuck. I will say, though, God of War did debunk Red Dead Redemption 2 the year that God of War came out, and I do not think that God of War deserved that spot over Red Dead Redemption 2.
Red Dead Redemption 2, yeah, should have won game of the year that year.
It is...
I think God of War is just doing that just so they're releasing it here closer to the game of the year, because then they can keep marketing that, because it's still a great game.
Everybody markets game of the year shit, though, and they don't even win game of the year. Fallout did it.
Voted number 1 game of the year.
It's
no,
bro, you guys weren't even nominated. So
no, well, I mean, every movie trailer comes out with number 1 movie in America.
I'm like, impossible. There's like 4 more movies coming out the same month.
I got to say, like on the news or like on the radio and stuff, or like anywhere, they're like, so this movie was top of the box office with 1.7 million or 1 billion, whatever. But that doesn't matter, because like all that matters is like the release date weekend. But then like when it wins a second weekend, it's like, oh well, what else came out that weekend? Well, nothing. Those are just of the movies that were out.
It's the most popular movie.
It's the most popular movie. It's the most recent release. I'm like, well, what was also playing? Avengers Endgame. That came out
4 years ago.
4 years ago. It's like, of course that's not going to win the box office. Like, I don't understand why they keep track of the box office every weekend when all that matters is the initial box office release date. I don't.
Who knows? I don't know. Ah! I don't know if, dude, if there's audio listeners. I don't know why they do that. Maybe revenue. But you would still track revenue. I guess it would.
You track revenue, but they announce it like as if like, oh man, this movie did really well, and it's showing its performance by winning a second box office, competing against 4-month-old movies.
Do you think Avatar 2 is going to be any good?
I think we're in this era of
rehash content.
Kind of rehash content. Well, we knew Avatar was going to make a sequel. I think we're in this era of no matter what they put out in front of people that's a sequel or some sort of like second or remastered, people are going to not like it as much as the first. I think we've seen that with everything, because there's some things that I've liked that are sequels to some things, but people just like shit on it because they're like, it's nothing weird. I think like Lord of the Rings of Power is kind of like that. They shed on it no matter what, how it was going to be.
They got great reviews, by the way. They got fantastic reviews, but like you said, the
initially you got shat on.
Yeah, the consumers were like, it's not what
I wanted.
It's not like Frodo and Sam. And then those are the same people that will turn around and be like, oh my God, it's rehash content. It's the same thing.
It was the exact same thing. Okay.
You just can't please anybody.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I haven't even watched the trailer for it.
I've kind of seen some bits and pieces.
I've seen snippets, but I haven't like sat down and watched the whole trailer.
You know what I'm also going to do? I'm just going to wait till it's on a streaming service anyways.
Yeah, I ain't going to the movie theater. You fucking crazy.
The only thing worth going to the movie theater for is the popcorn. And even then, it's like,
I don't like popcorn, so there's nothing there for me.
Dude.
What? I don't like the popcorn. I think, what's the last movie you went to the theater? I'm trying to think.
Would have been with my wife. And we saw
like a Buzz Lightyear or some shit.
No, we didn't see that one.
I heard that was a pretty good movie though.
Yeah.
Except a bunch of girls kiss in it.
Which makes it a not great movie. But a porno with two girls kissing, that's a great porno.
Now that's a banger. So... But two cartoons, it makes me mad.
What are we feeding our children?
I hate that we show little kids two people kissing of the same sex.
Here's an idea. Just don't watch it.
Yeah, just don't go see it.
That's impossible. Because they blindsided everyone. They didn't tell everyone there was going to be a kissing scene in there that was between.
Why would you? Why? Because it doesn't matter.
What do you mean? They could have marketed that on their commercials like Buzz Lightyear, where two girls kiss. You're going to have a whole different demographic coming in to watch that movie now.
Trust me, the demographic that went and watched that movie is the same demographic that would have watched two girls kissing. So. Oh, it's true though. I haven't seen it. Heard it was good though. But it was on the streaming service like right away.
It's Disney Plus. They kind of have like, because Disney Plus now wants to do like, if a movie goes into theater, they also want to put it on there. It's just the ones with actual actors that get like Black Widow. Scarlett Johansson was getting like 10% of box office sales, but when they throw it on Disney Plus, she doesn't get any of that. So she lost a shit ton of money.
Wait a sec. She was getting 10% of box office sales?
So a lot of movies, they do like that percentage of box office sales.
I thought they just get paid for recording.
Who was it? I think Matt Damon was supposed to get like 10% or a certain percentage of the original Avatar, which is like the biggest box office sale like all time. He turned it down because he didn't know. He missed out on a fuck ton of money.
You know, it's kind of humble of him to turn it down, though.
But well, you don't know. You
right.
Look at you.
He did it in a humble. I think he probably did it in like a humble way. He's like, "Well, I got paid to be here." But why would you?
No, he didn't. He didn't take the job at all. He's not the main actor in Avatar.
I'm a dumbass. I haven't seen the movie in forever.
No. Yeah, it's like worked in there. Like No, he looked at that. He looked at the script and was like, no.
What an idiot, dude. That sucks. Oh, well. Missed opportunity. And now there's a second one. He'd be in the second one, too. So he'd be making even more.
They're going to sign the same actor.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
If he would have taken the first one, he'd be signing on the second one.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. All right. We're getting close to the end of the episode.
I'm excited for that one Blight game.
Blight? I didn't even think about that. I was talking about the other one.
I'm thinking of Blight right now.
Did you watch the trailer for it?
Yeah. Did you know it's going to be 4-player co-op?
4-player co-op. I did. I think it's going to be an open world survival zombie horror game, but set in the medieval times. Bro, what the fuck? I'm going to be real with you. I hope there's no magic in it. Nothing against, I know you're a magic user. Nothing against magic.
No, I think this whole concept of the melee weapons.
Just
and stuff,
melee weapons and bows, man,
Mm-hmm.
and crossbows.
Yeah, because you're being really forced to get close.
Yeah, and you got like shields and stuff. I've never ever thought of that, which is really crazy to me.
We've had cowboys and zombies, Red Dead Redemption.
Which was a banger.
Awesome.
Best expansion ever. But the trailer was insane. That gameplay trailer. Smashing the one with the shield, which they probably did. I mean, come on. You know they did it.
Dude, you do it. Most of those like old night fightings.
It was blunt. It was blunt damage.
And,
that's how you're killing people. It wasn't piercing damage very often.
No, the armor was too thick.
Right. It was all blunt damage. So like, just seeing them like boom, boom, and then like the little executioner, like the execution on the zombie, or blight, or whatever you want to call them. I'm assuming they're zombies, right?
Yeah, they're zombies.
You think this is like the Black Plague? Like a Black Plague kind of thing?
They'll make it some sort of plague, maybe not like a Black Plague.
Imagine having like Mad Kings and shit. Where like you have to like sneak into cities, and who knows? There's like nothing really about it yet. Just that trailer. I don't think there's very much information about it right now. Is there? It showed a little bit of the UI.
Yeah. I think
cool.
I did see somewhere where the developers were saying that it might be better to try and sneak up on the zombies rather than like face them head on. Like it might be too dangerous to face them head on.
Now that would be sick. Like imagine like if I'm assuming it's gonna be an open world kind of game.
And I don't think it's gonna be like you're able to slash through like 10 zombies. No. It's not. It's like fighting a zombie is gonna be very risky.
What if it's like a drop in Extraction Looter style medieval game? You're like, well, how would that work? But like,
well, it seems like in the beginning of the trailer, he like wakes up from being unconscious. So
right, and then he loots the chest and he finds like a new sword, and then he's like sneaking up on a real like a person, like an NPC. Did you see that one?
Mm-hmm.
And then he's killing a couple zombies, and then his friend comes running out, and there's no name tag on his friend. And they might have just done that for the thing,
trailer,
but like the way he comes out and like waves, it was kind of like as if he spawned in a different location, which they do that a lot with like they did that with Destiny, and it was nothing like that. They did that with Anthem. It was nothing like that. But that would be kind of cool if it was like extraction based, and then like if you died, you'd have to start with the whatever you had in your inventory or like in your keep, and then maybe the goal is you go in, you find stuff, and the goal is to get to like another keep. Who knows? We know nothing.
Yeah, we don't know
nothing.
Anything. It's just we're gonna be knights fighting zombies.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick.
That's all I want.
The shield bashing looks fun. The knights' armors look really cool, just from the ones we saw.
Now, do you think
Battle Pass? Yeah.
No. Do you think it's gonna be a PC exclusive, or is it gonna be on everything?
That's a good question.
Your camera's fuzzy again.
I think it's gonna be Is it fuzzy?
Oh, it's good now.
I think it's going to be a PC exclusive. I don't know.
We'll see.
The next gen consoles can do a lot. Can I say something? I hope it's a PC exclusive. I'm kind of starting to get over this whole, like, I don't like exclusivity for sure, but I also don't like the fact that because consoles are so far behind, they're not so far behind now. They're pretty close, but like, I take it back. If you put it on the new gen consoles only, it would be okay. If you put it on the fucking PS4 and the goddamn Xbox One, it's gonna hurt the PC play and the next gen console play. Just a fact. Because you have to have old engines turn on it and all that. Just get rid of those. They're obsolete, dude. They're old. If the guys can't get them because they
are poor,
can't get them and they're poor,
then maybe they shouldn't be spending their money on that stuff anyway.
Stop buying cigarettes and Monsters while you're at work.
That's like taxes. You have to buy that stuff.
Stop paying taxes. Do tax fraud.
I just choose not to do like income tax.
I don't pay any taxes.
Nice.
At all.
That's the way to do it.
Come for me, IRS.
Yeah, come for us with your winning lottery.
Yeah, good luck, idiots. Because all you're going to find out is, man, this guy's been scamming the system from the beginning.
And he still has no money.
And he's still poor. The IRS will be like, we're still doing something right. It's not really the IRS that's keeping, well.
That's their whole job, is to keep people making less money.
It's also, I'm just like, sometimes I buy things that I shouldn't be buying, like Call of Duty at $70 for an unfinished game. But, nonetheless, you think Blight's going to be $70?
God, no.
What if it is?
Fuck no. Then maybe I won't buy it. I think we need to start protesting on these price increases.
No. If you don't buy Blight, but you'll buy fucking Call of Duty for $70, I'll stop being your friend. I'm going to be real with you. I'm using this against Mitchell. Mitchell, if you're listening.
He usually does.
Which, yeah, I don't know if you listen to the whole thing, but like.
Well, no, he gets a little worried that we shit talk him. He's like, you guys talking about me? I'm going to need commission.
Well, if you can mindlessly spend $74 on Call of Duty, this broken ass game, and I know you're gonna defend it next time you talk to me. He's like, it's really not that bad. It is, but coming from somebody who only plays Call of Duty,
usually his arguments are, yeah, but I can buy this on Xbox. Like, that's not a good argument, but yeah.
But I bought it on Steam. But anyways, it's like, if you're gonna spend $70 on that,
I spend $70 on this, $500 on the Xbox, and then like $120 a year on Xbox Live.
$120?
Nah, I think it's actually like $60 a year.
Jesus Christ. $60 though. What do you pay for yours?
$0.
Oh, that's what I pay. I pay for internet, but like so does he.
Oh, well, he's just paying extra money.
Interesting. You know, Tarkov's only like $40.
Imagine paying $60 a year to have access to probably one of the second smallest gaming library on a console.
I heard PSP has more games than the Xbox.
Does it really?
No. I don't even think they make PSPs anymore.
Yeah, but the library on it could still be.
There was no library on the PSP.
Oh, didn't it?
It was disc.
Ah, yeah, it was.
It was those tiny discs in the thing. And
yeah.
Pop it open and. Oh, that's not true. Because the PSP Vita had a PlayStation store.
I thought it did.
Because I had one of those too. That's not true. The discs though were cool.
Yeah, the discs were
that was
pretty
a cool time.
Yeah.